Hey everybody, welcome back to another random stacks video. I think this is number 6. I'm losing track, so I'm not sure. But just some more out of the same box in the last video. Hopefully this won't go over 15 or 20 minutes, so I'll just not talk a whole lot and just show you the books. How's that? Okay, we got some old Dell stuff here. This one's pretty beat up, but I probably find it in a dollar box somewhere at a con or somewhere like that. This is Ghost Stories number 6. I actually took it out and found the number. It's got a little date written in with grease pencil, looks like 324. Just kind of adds a little bit of charm to it. I just love this stuff. I mean, you got a great gothic painted cover there. I actually took it out and I had to do it. I had to sniff it. I had to have that smell. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people love it. I love it. To me, it just that smell just brings back some memories. So it's really been fun going through this stuff again. It's just like I'm rediscovering stuff, or stuff I've forgotten about. Maybe it feels like I'm discovering it for the first time. Anyway, like I said, Ghost Stories number 6 from Dell. Cool 12-cent cover. Some DC Romance. I always like this cover. Number 170. 64-page giant. Yeah. I'm not sure who did the cover. That looks to me like a Dick Giordano cover. Little cool hippie chick on the front. Back to some Charlton. Billy the Kid number 102. I think this was this cover, and maybe some of the art was done by Jose Delbo. He actually did a whole lot of work for DC, like in the mid to late 70s. I think he was on Wonder Woman for a while, and maybe a few other features. But another one of those guys that I guess he, if he didn't get started at Charlton, that he worked for Charlton for a little while. So, nice little cool Bronze Age Western. More Billy the Kid, number 87, Charlton. And here we have from Marvel, The Outlaw Kid, number 18. I must have been on a Western kick when I filled this box up. I don't know. Okay, we've got some Silver Age DC or some funny stuff. Leave It to Binky, number 68. It's got a little chip out of the corner. Otherwise, looks pretty good. Like they might have been trying to compete with Archie Comics when they put this stuff out. Okay. Nice one. Luke Cage Power Man, number 34. I was online yesterday or day before, and I found out that there are going to be second seasons of Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, and a third season of Daredevil. Here's a Whitman comic, Ripley's Believe It or Not. And I think I actually, I'm not sure what the number is, but I think I actually bought this when I was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee as a kid. We went to the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum they had there. And they actually had like a comic book vending machine. And I think that was from... No, that was later because this is a 35-cent cover. But anyway, I used to have a couple Ripley's Believe It or Not comics, and they actually came out of a actual vending machine. I can't remember exactly what it looked like, but you put your quarter in, because I think they were like 25 cents then, and you get comic books just like you get a bag of chips or a candy bar. So it's pretty neat. I'd really like kind of try to find one of those to see if they're still around or anybody has one. But Skull, number 7, Marvel Comics. Skull the Slayer. Small Charlton. Looks like somebody had put a sticker on this and then ripped it off. but it's an oddball comic. It's Charlton, so basically that's why I got it. I just love anything Charlton. So Partridge Family #7. Okay, well they put a sticker on there and pulled it off. Some more Charlton. This looks like maybe a Larson cover, Rich Larson. Haunted #33, or Baron Werewolf's Haunted Library, if you will. House of Yang #3. Son Ho Kim on the cover. Another underappreciated artist. Nice looking painted cover on that one. Some more Bronze Age Western. Here's a cool cover by Herb Trimpe. Kid Colt Outlaw 153. Here's a little oddity from Marvel from the Silver Age. Groovy #3. Cartoons, gags, and jokes. Okay, it's some Jack Kirby stuff from Pacific Comics. Silver Star #1. From Red Circle Comics, Chilling Adventures in Sorcery, #5. I don't know why this is just one of those books, but I probably got 3 or 4 copies of this. Got a lot of great art and story in it. I think most of this stuff, the art was done. I know this cover was done by Gray Morrow, but I think he did a lot of the interiors on this title too. For some reason, I keep finding copies of this in my collection. You know, you just kind of have that cover of that book that you're obsessed with, and you've got multiple copies of it. There's another cool Gray Morrow cover. And this, I guess it switched just to the name Sorcery instead of Chilling Adventures. But this is #11. You don't see these out in the wild too often. Here we got some more Thunder Agents, #14. Another nice looking Gil Kane cover. Meanwhile, Tower was going on, and they didn't last long, but it had some great artists. You know, you had Wally Wood and Gil Kane and George Tuska, and I think Dick Ayers might have done some of their work too. I'm not sure. But a nice looking cover. Raven by Gil Kane. This looks like some more late Bronze Age or early Copper. Booster Gold #25. I think this is the last issue. Now, Booster Gold's one of those characters you either you love him or you hate him, or you just you don't really care. Some some of the stuff I really liked, and some of the stuff I'm like, why did they ever create this character? And I know our buddy Howler Mouse, he's a huge fan. Okay, here we got some Silver Age Aquaman. I do believe this is kind of a key issue. Yeah, #33, first appearance of Aqua Girl. Oh, this is a killer cover. I always think of Dr. Von Chilla when I see these. Jungle Action #14. This is part of the Panthers Rage storyline. Looks like Gil Kane on the cover, maybe Klaus Janson on the inks. Definitely Kane did the pencils, anyway. Here's a Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. I think this is the first issue where Guy Gardner was officially a Green Lantern. It's a Joe Staton cover. Green Lantern 195. And this is one of those collecting goals. There are a lot of Crisis crossovers, and I've got a slipcase edition of Crisis that's got like a companion book, and it lists like all the Crisis crossovers. Now there's some that don't bear the banner that says it's a Crisis crossover, but there'll be like a panel or two where you'll see an appearance by the Monitor or Harbinger or Lila. You know, those of you who read Crisis on Infinite Ocean, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is one of those goals. It's not a pressing matter. I don't think there's a whole lot of them that is going to cost any money. So it's a doable goal. It's just trying to track them down. The issue previous to that, another Crisis crossover, Green Lantern 194. You got the Monitor in the background. Harbinger, John Stewart, Green Lantern. I think this is Arisa. It's a cool cover. And what would a video be without a Joe Kubert cover, right? Weird War 103. Very cool Joe Kubert. Some people call him Kubert. I call him Kubert. Potato, potato. The man is good. That's all that matters. And he is really missed. Got some Marvel Bronze Horror, Crypt of Shadows, number 8. Some very cool reprints in these. Godzilla, King of Monsters, number 9. Love this title. I need to try to complete this run. Some great Herb Trimpe art in here. I love the stuff on Hulk, but I think this is just as good. Maybe, well, it comes close, but I really like it. Godzilla, number 12. I always like this cover. Trimpe and Joe Rubinstein, I think. Number 16. And talking about those books that you're obsessed with, I'm not sure how many copies I got of this book. With Commandy 18, The Eater. I probably have a stack of these. This is the first Commandy comic that I ever got. Not this copy, but I just love the story, and a lot of the stuff that Kirby did on Commandy, I mean, it would be maybe kind of continue to the next issue. So there's always like these little 2-issue arcs, 2 or 3 issue arcs in Commandy that I really liked. So 17 and 18 were the parts of this story with the Eater in them. But when I got this, I really started loving Kirby's art, and I just it just kind of jumped out at me. But anyway, my favorite issue of Commandy, as most of you already know. Okay, got another little stack to finish out this box. Another one of those books I have several copies of, just because it was the first JLA JSA crossover that I bought that wasn't a reprint. This is after I started buying JLA with my own money as a kid. Always one of my favorite covers. A lot of people don't like this crossover, but Justice League of America 123 and 124, this is the first part. 123. What I thought was cool about this one, it didn't, the Superman wasn't in it, Green Lantern wasn't in it, Dr. Fate, or, wasn't a lot of those more powerful characters. It just kind of made it, I really like that. But this is the storyline where the writers, Cary Bates, right here, gets turned into a villain, and Elliot Maggin write the story, and they're actually in the story. So it's kind of a fun, goofy little thing, and it's got a great cover. I just love the blue background and Ernie Chan on the art shoulders there. I always love the little heads along the top. All of those are, I think except for maybe Wildcat, all of those are probably done by Neil Adams. Because those were appearing, probably years prior to this anyway. Okay. Another cool cover right here. Avengers number 68. More bronze DC horror. This has got a little tear on the front of it, or a color loss anyway. House of Mystery 184. I think I bought this one probably just trying to get the run. Another one of my collecting goals is getting House of Mystery 174 on up to the end of 321 when they changed it over to the mystery format. A lot of good books in there. Some Bronze Age Fantastic Four 134. The Dragon Man 135. More Dragon Man. Gotta love these 20-cent covers. Avengers 73. Sons of the Serpents. Tales to Astonish, number 94. Pretty decent shape. Incredible Hulk 174. Part of that great Trimpe run. Number 170. Another great 20-cent cover. I love this when they just started doing the logo like this. I mean, I like the old one, but I really just kind of thought it made the covers pop when they changed the logo. Of course, you know, having Herb Trimpe on there doesn't hurt either. Okay, Incredible Hulk, King Size Special, number 3. Nice square-bound book. Can never have too much Hulk, right, Rod? This is a cool cover. Herb Trimpe and John Severin. It's one of my favorites. Hulk 109. Just no way to show these without getting some glare in it. A lot of these I need to rebag. Okay, Special Marvel Edition number 16. I think this is the second appearance of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. I think this will probably make another good Netflix TV show. Well, this is apropos here. I had just watched Charlton 66, Steve's subscription 100 subscribers contest, and to show the one comic that that you would give someone that doesn't know anything about comics, and you're trying to get them into comics, is a great example. And this is the book that he showed, and I remember this. This is a great story. So, Steve, I'll agree with you. Got a great cover on this one. I think it's Gil Kane. What if number 3? What if the Avengers had never been? Okay, more Godzilla. Number 2. Closing in on 20 minutes again. Probably going to run a little bit over. Okay, here's Godzilla number 3. I like this one. Had an appearance by the Champions. Thought the Champions was a cool run of books. I know Scott, our buddy, Coaster Bromstar, he's a big fan of the Champion books, so I'm sure he's probably got this. Number 4, Godzilla. Avengers 72. Some more nice Silver Age marble. Okay, here's this is one of my favorite books of all time. This is an upgrade. The first copy I bought of this was like in a grocery store. It was like a rack. He didn't really supply, didn't have new comic books, but he just, like, I guess people would come in and sell them old comics, and he would just throw them on a rack. I mean, they would be anywhere from the mid 60s to the early 80s. And the first time I bought that book was in his store, and it didn't have a cover or anything. I think I got it for like 10 cents. But it was a DC 100 page spectacular number 6, World's Greatest Superheroes. It's got the, I know probably all of you guys have seen this, got the great wraparound cover showing just about all of the Justice League and the Justice Society. You got Martian Manhunter back here and Vigilante in the background. I know that's one of Steve's favorite characters. I got another copy of this. It's got a few little dings in it, but this is probably I would call this a solid 8.5 anyway, or a 9. It's not really square at the top, but still a nice looking copy. The binding looks really good on it. So, yeah, this is one of those books that, and this actually reprints the first Justice League Justice Society team up from JLA 21 and 22. Got some great gold and silver age reprints in it. Just a cool book. Some more gothic romance. Sinister House of Secret Love, number 2. Weird Mystery, number 13. Heartthrobs, number 145. I told you there was everything in these boxes. Young Romance, number 190. I must have been on a romance kick. Young Love, number 116. I think this is right around the time they switched to, they raised the price to 25 cents. Number 206. Young Romance. 208. Young Romance. And Thor 133. Oh, I think this is the first appearance of Ego, the Living Planet. It's a pretty nice copy. But just Kirby wonderfulness on this cover. Uncanny Tales number 2. Some more nice horror reprints in the 70s. And got Young Romance number 207. And last one, really cool Avengers cover, number 76. Okay, we're running about 24 minutes on this one. Sorry this was so long, guys, but I just kind of wanted to show what I've been kind of sorting through here. I've enjoyed it. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. Onward and upward.